Hey, Will Brink here, www.brinkzone.com, and a topic I want to cover today is the topic of obese children. And what set me off to discuss this topic was I was reading a recent study that showed that young girls at really young ages are going into puberty, and that's been known for a while, but exactly why that was has not been clear. It's been associated with a number of things, some of them such as chemicals in food, phytoestrogens, xenoestrogens, but basically the number one risk factor, according to this study, is obesity. And again, you don't have to look very far wherever you go to see obese people and, of course, obese kids. And this is obviously becoming a national problem, and now we are seeing yet another side effect or negative to obesity, which is very young girls going into puberty, which is ultimately bad for their health in the long run. There's a number of potential diseases and problems associated with it, as you may figure. And, being I am a cut-to-the-chase kind of person, we could go into a lot of issues of advertising and, sociological issues and socioeconomic topics and all kinds of stuff. But I'm going to tell you a simple story, a straightforward story that I think, for me at least, cuts to the chase. Now again, I've been in this business for 20 plus years. I ran successful private training businesses, and through my books and such have had, let's say, hundreds or maybe thousands of people lose weight. So I've had to face this type of situation. A gentleman contacted me, this was years ago, was a very, very powerful lawyer, very wealthy guy, owned a big law firm, and he was very concerned about his daughter, who was 12 or 13 and very overweight. And he went to see him, and I think this guy was very concerned about his daughter. I think he would have spent, honestly, just about any amount of money to help her. And he was sort of, I think in some respects, feeling like he was at the end of his rope. And I could sense the desperation and the fear for his daughter and all that. And I said to him, well, what did you eat today? And he looked at me and he said, well, we're not talking about me, we're talking about my daughter. And I said, no, we are talking about you. You set the standard. You are the parent. You can't give her separate food or make her go exercise or something when you yourself are not willing to set that bar, not set that example. Children learn by what they see. The parent sets the example at the end of the day. And and he was such a concerned father that he basically, once I got that through to him, I explained to him that what was going to have to happen. He was, let me back up a little bit, he was also quite overweight himself. And so what I explained to him was that he was going to have to get on the same plan. He was going to have to take this journey with his daughter, and therefore there wouldn't have to be a discussion about special meals or exercise or whatever. They would do it together, and there would never have to be a talk of this. He would set the bar, and things would go in the direction he needed them to without ever having to make it a stressful situation for her. Also, because of her age, I explained to him that she was at a very sensitive age in terms of body issue. She was also just at that age where, probably going to start getting metabolically stuck in going the direction she was going with her weight, making it very difficult as time progressed for her to get it off. There was a very tipping point age spot that she was in that either important action needed to be taken now or was going to get really difficult. And working with this father, that's what happened. He changed his nutrition. They ate the same thing. They went for walks together, then they went for bike rides together, and they both lost weight. They lost a considerable amount of weight, actually. And that is the real-world type of story that I would rather hand off to somebody versus throwing statistics or throwing large concepts at people to say that if you really care about your children, if we really care about our children, you have to set the bar. You are the example. If you don't set the bar, you're going to fail. We're going to fail. We're going to end up with obese kids who will be obese adults, and then we will be in a world of hurt as far as what will happen to them and our medical system and the whole thing, and all of which you're aware, so I don't have to lecture you on that. But my only advice, having done this and having seen it, is the best place to start if you have an obese child or you're worried about your kids is you have to set the bar. You have to be the example. And through that, you will make progress with your kids in that area, and that is about as far as I can get, obviously, in a short video. So, if you found this useful information, please hit the sub, please hit the likes, and all that. Help a brother out, as they say, and I'll see you all on the Break Zone.